What is up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Good morning. Let me get my screen up here. Some music playing. Get the stream shared out. Where's my... There it is. All right, where are we? Welcome in, everyone. Let me get this. All right. Boy, what do you do with this? All right, so the first thing I want to show everyone is where we're at. This is the 50-day, so let me get my... This right here is the 50-day, this orange line. We just opened up below it, which is very interesting. Let's see where SPY is on it. I think it's down here somewhere. Got a whole bunch of all those puts that I've been talking about. I just took some major trends. They served a big part of their purpose, obviously leaving some runners. Where is the 50-day on SPY right here? It's not loading. Let's try that again. We're also right at the 23,000 psychological level. We did wick just below that previous low on NQ. I kind of want to see what this looks like. Oh, yeah. If we hold this level, which, so here's what's tough. There's the 50-day on SPY. It finally loaded for me. That's probably the next visit. I do have this volume shelf, this point of control right here on SPY that could hold us as well. QQQ, 50-day, you probably back test it from the underside, at least. IndieX, same thing. What is that, about 50 points higher? Probably get some profit taking anybody that was short. Should shoot up about probably another 50 points here. We'll see what happens. When we open up like this, I usually don't like to do a whole lot at the beginning. I think you could probably long up here to like 160. But this is the same spot. It got rejected all morning. It's a tough scenario to be in when you're down this much. You're down 1.5% at the open, gap down. I mean, we can't expect this gap to fall. It's way too big. But what you can look for is like, okay, some relief bounce where you maybe get involved on a reshort. You probably back test the 50-day from underneath on QQQ and NDX here, and then we'll see if it rejects. What's up from Dubai? What's up, Gary? Chilling in Dubai? That's sick. That is actually sick. I would love to go check out Dubai. Hopefully my mic sounds good this morning. I had to reconfigure some stuff, but here I am. A little tired, got a little bit of a head cold I'm fighting off. Just the lack of sleep. You know how that goes with a new one. And KB, big shout out to you. Appreciate you. Got the you have the new little one that is obviously keeping my hands very, very busy. Trying to decide where I want to get involved here. I think we could make a pretty significant bounce if we get through this 50-day. All right, 50-day on NDX is 5 points higher, which is like right around 160, 150, 160, kind of right in this area on NQ. All right. Hey, what did you go off of down here? We did come off this level and get a decent bounce. I just think we're going to get some short covering here into the open, but boy, my account took a huge bounce. Boy, music is bumping this morning. What's up? We get the what's up, chat? If you're in the chat, say hello, say good morning. See several of you guys jumping in here, getting going on this this Monday holiday. It's a weird start on Tuesdays sometimes. Super hot out there in Dubai. I can imagine you're in the desert, right? Trying the algo, need to pass Brovsky's. Yeah, algo is super interesting. Super interesting. I love how you can customize it too to your strategy. Like they keep it boxed in enough that like I think anybody could do it, but it's also like you can customize it to like what you like, your level of risk tolerance and stuff. I think that's very interesting. What data do we have, KB? I think I looked at this earlier and forgot. In 5 minutes, we have S&P Global Manufacturing, and then the ISM data comes at 10. All right. Appreciate that look out there, KB. I think we can get back to 200. That's probably where I would think to short it. It's tough. I see B plus. Good morning, sir. Am I short this morning? No, I'm not right now. I was last night. I looked at shorting it, and I ended up just going to sleep to get some rest. Get ready for the week. And I did get some action on Sunday night. A nice short Sunday night. So I had some decent cash in my pocket going into last night. And last night was kind of weird because we opened and moved down here, and we swept the lows, and then when it came back up here, I was watching it, and I was I really want to reshort this 510 area, but it just kept going sideways, and I was I'm going to sleep. I'm sorry, that was Sunday night. Sunday night I got the short here, got out. Last night it was just hanging out between these two levels, between this 420 and this 500, and so I was I stayed away from it. Getting a nice little pump here. You get back to this 200, and then you see what happens. Do I want to short? Absolutely. The problem I have is when you open up down, big gap down, 1.5%, you're going to get some people. It's still a bull market. So let's think about some of this stuff. Still a bull market. You're right on the 50-day. This is the first time you've touched the 50-day since when? April 30th. April 30th. Look at QQQ. Right here, April 30th, we got through the 50-day, and here we are again, right on the 50-day. A little undercut, reclaim, does it reject? I don't know. That piece I think is going to be super interesting. So my thought process is, do I want to try to short this in the hole? Do I think there's, probably some profit taking? Anybody that's been short, probably some profit taking. Anybody that's looking to get long, first touch of the 50-day in a while, maybe some dip buyers down here, or does it go sideways? Do you have bad data on the gap fill? Gap should not fill. That's why it says bearish right here. We got a QQQ, it's gonna be the same thing. See, this is a very, very interesting spot to be in. All right, I do want to look around the market. You guys let me know what you guys are watching too. I'd love to take a look at whatever trades or tickers you're watching. I know there's a lot of individual names that you guys have been watching that are very interesting. I'm closing out a big chunk of my puts that I've held. Trying to figure out how I even manage this. Do I want to get out of everything? So we got the 50-day, or do I want to hold a little bit? Still got some time on those contracts. All right. Yeah, no trades for me. We are about to get that data here in 1 minute. We'll get the first piece of data. The bigger data comes out in 15 minutes, or we call it 16 minutes. What's up, Monica? Good morning. Good morning. EK in here. Good morning. Jay. What's up? Good morning from across the pond there. I remember you over there. Willie, good morning, sir. Is today going to be the window dressing? No, I don't think. I think today is when you're starting to get people coming back to the desk. Summer is this is the mark, naturally. Now, people don't just rush back into the desk today, right? It's a process, but you get people starting to trickle back in. From their vacation homes, they get things closed up for the winter, if you want to call it that, or the fall. They're down in the Hamptons, whatever, big money, big players. So they're on their way back. They may be flying back in today, that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens. But to me, this is really tough. Data's coming out. But yeah, I didn't expect window dressing basically for one reason alone, KB. The main reason being we didn't really pull back to dress up anything. When I looked at, this was the last day of the month. We were already up here, and SPY had just made a new all-time high. What are they going to dress up into the month there? Into the quarter is usually bigger as well, which will have the end of this month, right? So we have quad witching coming up on the 19th. So make sure you're paying attention to that, especially futures traders. We have basically your monthly, your weekly, monthly, and quarterly options are all expiring on the 19th, as well as your futures contracts are going to roll over. So make sure you keep your eye on that here in the next couple of weeks. Obviously, probably about a week ahead of the time, you'll see a lot of your prop firms will roll you over. Your trading view charts will roll over. I mean, here's another thing that I was looking at. I talked about this morning with Gav over on the Future Show right here. See this like, here, I can zoom in. You see this right here, this volume shelf? So if you draw kind of this area, we're sitting on top of a volume shelf. A lot of times you do traverse this range, so you could get to 635 down here. But when you lose this and you see this kind of vacancy, that's where price can move quickly. That's why you see like in the overnight, it quickly move through that. I think you are going to get this pump back up to like this 190 area. I don't really have much on yes down here. I mean, 6,400s right here. This is a tough, I think it's tough price action to deal with. Dow Jones, watching the Dow Diggity, the diamonds, as some people call it. The Dow, that's a pretty interesting area that the Dow's coming back to. Dow's still well above. Look at this. Here's the 50 way down here. So well above it. Above actually this yellow and this green. These are, yellow is 21 EMA and the green is just this 20 simple. You're still above both of those. That is interesting. IWM getting hit too. I mean, they're selling everything today. That's very interesting. VIX, I do need to look at those NFPs. All right, so there is a couple things we can look for. This gap fill up here is very unlikely to happen. But previous day's low, a lot of times you do come back and touch that. But that's kind of a tough call. I know some of you guys love to jump in streams where guys are taking 27 different trades. If they're profitable doing that, that's fantastic. I would rather take higher probability trades, and that's kind of where Edgeful fits into all this a lot too, is the higher probability. What's up, Cliff? Good morning. KB, what's up, KB? Where are those NFP? Oh. Interesting. Right off that NFP is where's SPY? SPY way down here. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Jared, saw your comment here. What is the red and blue lines? Depends where, which chart. I don't know which chart. So the blue on my daily, the blue is a daily 9 EMA. The red down here is a 200-day simple. Well, I run several moving averages on here. I do turn them off just for clarity sometimes. We did get to that 200 basically. This is a very interesting spot to try to think about shorting, honestly. The previous day low and previous week low are going to be the same spot. I see you, Willie. Are you looking at ES? So right there. Previous week low on ES, 64.30. Where's 6,400 SPX? 12 points higher than where we are. I need to adjust this. About right here, 6,400. Definitely worth watching. Oh, no, don't do that. Go back over here. I want to get some fibs pulled on this. That's no longer valid. I want to pull a fib from this low to here because that's that same area. Do we get back to interesting? Pivot points are going to be weird today too because we had the half day. All right. And I do kind of want to take a look through some of the big names here. I saw that. I saw the weekly 9 EMA down there too. The only thing I always say, there's the weekly 9. Boy, I gotta clean up some of these charts. Weekly 9 EMA is right there. 209 is what I have actually, but I use the current contract. I don't use the adjusted. It's a beautiful short covering long. See, like I can't just jump in short here. There's not a good way to define my risk. Like, what do I risk for on a long? I don't really have much to go off of down here. This is that area of consolidation before the big drop this morning. All right, Tesla coming back to previous day's low. That's the other thing I'm going to be looking for. How many of these things get back to the previous day's low to back test? Nvidia, previous week low. I can basically turn off previous week's low because previous week the low is pretty much made on Friday for everything. Big buys on Microsoft here. It's about to complete. The reason I'm looking at this is because there's a chart here, or a report here. Outside days. So you can pull this up on any asset, outside days. 65% of the time, when you open up below the previous day's range, so like, here's what it looks like. Let me go down here to right here. So when you open up down here below the previous day's range, you usually come back up and at least touch, right? Now, you can reclaim, anything can happen after that. But what this is looking at is just how often do you come back to that previous day's low and touch it. That's probably the place I would be most interested in. Like 62% of the time over the last 6 months, when you open up below the previous day's low, you come back and touch it. That means, and you can look at that stat for any tier you're trading, but that tells you that there's a 60-something% chance that we come up to this level right here, which is what, QQQ, 568. In Q, it's going to look weird, but it's going to be basically 400. So that's another 150 points up. Really, you should probably take profit 370s, maybe 325 if you're long. But I do think you could easily get that move. It seems like look and see if I have any other confluence here. Do have that data coming up in just a few minutes. You look at this move down, you kind of get that whipsaw back. 620, I mean, VWAP is up here. That's the other thing you could look for. What's that? 300, 295. Well, I don't see anything.
Damn, I did say happy Monday. Not a single person does.
Wow. Boy, I'm kind of getting a little rejection here, but ES is not.
You guys don't try to do that talk for me. 449. I think his average that's 70.
We'll get that data in a couple minutes up. This music is like heavy today. What is going on? Kind of like it, but I'm kind of like, okay, this is too much. Feels like I need to drop a freestyle on it. There's the 50-day on NQ. There we go. We'll get some different music going here. All right.
Yo, one of the listeners told me to watch a movie on Friday called Stealth about the AI fighter that goes rogue and shows TV. I watched it last night. He's getting a little bit of rejection here as expected. You just said he was that's data.
48.7 versus 49 on the ISM data. It's just under, well, it's on the forecasting consistent, basically. A little bit higher than previous month. Employment's up a little bit too there. New orders is up a lot. Okay. A little decent data print. There we go, KB. Now we got that data out of the way. Now we can kind of see where we want to get involved. Oops, buy 20-day and 21 EMA from the underside right here. I kind of want to short. Are we there? Maybe we wait till a little bit higher. I don't know, this is interesting. Very interesting. Seems like a spot where I'd want to reshort it. Yeah. I'm going to try it. Just a little light here. See if we can get a little move down. Back to 200.
On the concert?
My front run that 200, like 201, 202. Trump is to announce Space Command headquarters at 2. That's his big announcement today. All right, we got that out of the way. This might be a little bit early. I'm going to go ahead and take it off here. I don't want to fight this thing coming back at me. I may be right. I just don't like the risk to reward here still. Got outright a break even, so we'll see what happens here. I don't like how it's acting. Probably wants to go hit VWAP up here. But maybe it pulls down first. I don't know. If I don't feel great about a position, I have no problem getting back out of it. In a scenario like this where I don't really have the risk reward that I want, as far as yeah, it's gonna work out now, isn't it? And it's still early in this candle. This 15-minute candle could go either way. Do you hold this area right here that it was trying to hold earlier? That would be a spot for SPY to reject, though. Yeah, I think it's going to work out. That's all right. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this. Bob, I have 3. So we're 5 total. I have 3 now. And if you count my mother-in-law, who's with us probably 75% of the time, really we're like 6. Yeah, I think that would have worked out. Back to 200. But a 40-point trade I probably left on the table here. That's okay. Wasn't a big fan. I mean, today's going to be a tough day on the data side too, because we shouldn't look for this, but the first hour is probably bullish. We haven't got there yet, obviously, but first hour is probably bullish. The IV is probably bullish. But the price action is very interesting. It's counter trend right now.
On the 1 minute chart, that looks like it wants to bounce. Love it. Mom, I'm up 1 minute.
Yeah, probably could have set in that trade. That's okay.
Oh yeah.
You guys taking any trades here? I feel like this is like you're asking to get your head ripped off on either side. I am excited for this though. KB, you're 100% right. Give me a 18 to 20 VIX. 18 VIX is like my sweet spot. You said 19. I like 18 is my sweet spot. Oh, that's where we're at right now. 18. I bet that'll lose his hoodie. It's started warming up quick. It's cold when I woke up. Easy, you took that short 267. I saw that kind of 4 a.m. low there. ES is just hanging in here really strong right now. We're seeing right on 6,400. If we lose this, I would feel a little bit better about it. Oh, that was your 50% level. I got you. I got you. Yeah, look at that. Look at that midpoint right there. I think that trade I took is going to work out, but it's I didn't love the risk reward. Yeah, here it goes. I didn't love the risk reward, so I pulled out of it. That's fine. It's always a mental battle. Sometimes you're like, okay, I set my risk or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. Felt like that could have bounced in my face. Nvidia's rolling over. That's interesting. Let me take a look at some of these big names over here. Boeing having a good morning. Of course, Walmart's green. Got to be green, right? Like that would have been full target. That would have been a 40-point trade. That's okay. KB's gonna try long at 180. What do you? Oh. We're right on that 6400 SPX. Like if I throw on my SPX chart, if it holds right here, I think it's a decent spot. It's also your 9 EMA. Was that a dip buy to try to get to VWAP? Do you want to dip buy today? Like I feel like this is such a hard thing to call this morning. About left 40 points on the table. I feel like this is probably a long. If it holds 6,400. Holds right there, yes, it's probably a long. I'm tempted to long and risk that low right there. Yeah, I think it's going to go higher. I really think that's probably long. I mean, the data's probably bullish. IB, first hour. I mean, let's look at it, right? IB lows here, IB highs here. What hasn't been set yet, we still have 15 minutes, but you're probably going to come up here, which is also at least like VWAP. Where's VWAP at? 290. I think you get to this area. I think you get to like 320, 330. Unless ES gets the VWAP first and gets smacked. I'm tempted to get long here. See how this candle closes. Yep, that came in. So like that pop right there tells me sellers are still coming in. Makes me want to short it now. I just can't just go back and forth in my head. Could be asking for trouble trying to get involved here. Where's that SPX? It's right on it right now. Just put that on my chart right there. KB, you think we're coming down to 180? This is interesting. The axis. So like my pivot points are kind of off today because of the holiday. 173. I think this is gonna flush. Oh, glad I didn't take the long. Wish I would have set in that short. I probably would have stopped out though, because I was short like from right here 243. Would have got this. Probably would have got stopped out, especially just looking at this. Well, one trade. I think I got out for like 2 points of profit. So basically nothing on the board for me this morning. Sunday night had a nice trade. So let's see what happens here. The video looks rough. Amazon, Google looking rough. Broadcom is okay. AMD is decent. Meta sideways. Apple right at 230 and the EMAs on the 5-minute. Tesla strong. Microsoft decent. Costco coming down here. Netflix is strong. Keep my eye on like some of these Amazon and Google. They're holding it. If this closes above 6,400. This could turn into a flag real fast. What does our first hour of data tell us? First hour of data tells us we should take the high. I think what do you do? I mean, do you get long knowing that there's been weakness and selling pressure? Do you go short knowing that there's bullish data? It kind of looks like a flag. Look, this candle set right on 6,400. I think you're gonna get up. I think you're gonna go. You're gonna go up here. I think you're gonna come check out this high. What do we got? 10 minutes. We should take the IB high. I mean, there's a possibility we do that to the previous day's low. But it's a tough call. So my man right here, Volodymyr. I think everyone should take a second and just read what he's saying right here. If you can make an argument for both, you shouldn't be a trade. And the reason I make the argument for both is because, okay, is one of them stronger to me than the other? Does one of them talk me out of the other? So, like, if I can flip a coin, I don't, like if it's 50-50 in my head, I don't want to be in something. I think this is a long based on price action, but it's tough. Your bigger trend is down. You're getting relief bounce in the middle of this. This is counter trend. You're bullish data probably for the first hour, unless something insane happens here. Is this people's first opportunity to buy down here again in a while? First 50-day shot. First shot at this 50-day. Remember this look from earlier? Broke it way back here. First shot at it. I don't know. Do you have to come back and back test and make sure it's... I feel like there's so many variables that you could worry about right here. Boy, KB's long. I kind of want to do it too. I think we're going to get this long up here. This looks good for a reclaim and push. Right here. SPX 6400 held. I mean, it wicked down, but look where the candle closed. I'm with you, KB. I really want to pull the trigger. I think you can get up here to like 300, 315, at least a VWAP. 8 minutes, and then we'll have that first hour, and the first hour should break. Now, if we're right at the top of the IB, so like if we're sitting, thank you. If we're sitting right here, or like if we're sitting right here, I mean, that's not much room to play for the break, but we should break it. At 30-minute, what's the 30-minute look like? Let's take a look. Yeah, the question is, do you come back to like here and then long? I really want to get long and risk this. Maybe down to here. It's a big risk though for. This is the key. This looks like it could get ugly though. Look at this. Look, so here's ES over here. Look, upper wick, upper wick, upper wick, upper wick. I know we had this bottom wick, but upper wick's all above here. So you let candles close and tell you we're right on a key level. If you're a scalper, like, this is probably a paradise for you at 18, 19 VIX. I feel like I can make an equal argument 50-50 for long or short here. So no trade. I feel like NQ could hold 200 here, but I'm watching SPX lose 6,400, and that doesn't make me feel good. $231 is your point of control. Boy. I mean, here's your midpoint. 152 is the midpoint of the opening range. If this wicks down to here and holds and closes back up here, And I look at this and I think long or short, and I'd rather put a toothpick under my toenail, kick a door. That's how this price action makes me feel right now.
Yeah.
Wait, what company are you talking about?
Revenue 350 net income.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Is the strongest data points I have are that first hour, and most things are leading towards higher, even though the price action is telling me otherwise. Like, I don't want to ignore one and do the other. I mean, the IB data, I can tell you right now, we're what? I'm less than 2 minutes away. We go back to my 15-minute. The IB data says we should go up here on both. The first hour, this is where we opened. As long as we stay up here, first hour is bullish as well. We opened here. First hour is bullish above here. All right. I think I want a long. I think I'm going to try the long. Let's see if SPX closes back above here in 1 minute.
Yeah, I think the 3 to watch for that catalyst right there is not that market. ASCX, and that was good. I think those 3 are going to move the market.
I really want to long this thing to like at least view up. That new high of day 284, maybe 300.
Manufacturing and even for that
Your IB should sweep the high here, even though it's not much room. You could probably scalp a 30-point trade here. Yeah, I'm going to try it. All right, took a little starter long here. I'll add down here in 230s. Right there, a little add there. Okay. I just heard Maple go long too. We close back above. I mean, it may have to back test here, but the data says we should take this high, so that's what we're going to go with. We're going to try to get this high and view up, and then in any runners we can hold the 320s, 325. See if it works. KP, I just saw this. Let's go. Uh-oh. Hang in there, buyers. Come on, hold this area right here. Just give me one push to that IB high. Even if it sweeps, it'll be good. Probably could have got a better entry, but it's okay. Long 245, and we're looking for 280. Looking for a little 30 trade. I know I'm risking. I mean, this is trim, major trim. It's not the best risk to reward I've ever taken, but the probability we sweep the high is there. And then this is my confluence here. Come on, give me one pump. There we go. Come on, buyers. Got one major trim spot, 280, 282, and runners only. I don't have the best risk reward on this trade, but I do like to reclaim a back test of 6,400 on SPX. It needs to do the same thing. Go sweep this high. I don't care if it sweeps the high and crushes. I'm just trying to get to that high. Boy, it's slowing down a lot. Come on. Those that don't know, the IB data is actually bullish, but it's opposite of the price action. That's why I'm like on the fence here. 77, 78 if you round it, % chance that we take this high first over the low, which the low is way below us. So I mean, your other shot would be to try to long down here for that same trade. I think you're going to get this, though. That's the plan. Come on, baby. Give us a little push. A little 20-point push right here. KB's loaded to the gills. I'm not loaded to the gills, but I am in it. Come on, just give us one push. Come on, one push, NQ. Oh, they are holding it. Just gonna lean into the data for this trade. I don't want to add. I don't want to see this get lost. So it's 223. But I need some buyers to step in, or otherwise this could get ugly. There's that 75 or that 25% of the IB, depending which side you look at. Want to get bought up off here, and let's go get this. There we go. There's some buyers. Come on. Hold this. Hold the line here. NVIDIA is not helping us. Neither is Google. Everything's got a down candle right now, but except for Broadcom and Tesla. This looks like it's getting really weak. It's looking really weak. So if SPX and ES give up this level, it could just flush. NVIDIA's not doing us any favors. KB's getting active today. This looks bad.
It's outside, so it's bad.
My question is, do I want to get out on this next bounce or just let it stop me out? Or do I risk like down here and it just sweeps me out? Not in a good spot.
I'm out of the NQ.
Yep, it's gonna take me. Got me. It got me. Yeah, this looks gross. That's all I was worried about. Oh well. Take the little tag on that one. If we get some big bottom wick, do I get back in? Oh, Bitcoin's strong.
Remember how I loaded my data with I did?
Oh my god, yeah.
If I I'll get that of the year. Like my Christmas, depending.
This looks like it's just gonna fall apart, doesn't it?
A lot of the max set things that went over or five.
If you trade with price action, you should come down here. Maybe down here. The video looks like absolute garbage. So does Google. So does Apple. Tesla's on the brink. Microsoft is kind of in the middle. Whew. You reshort against 200. Is that what we do? Do we flip back short here?
At least they didn't round every point.
Or does it just crater right here? Tough call. I can't chase a short down here. Yeah, NVIDIA. Oof. Nothing looks good about this. Down 3%, headed towards pre-market lows. All right, there's your midpoint. Of the first hour. Well, I'll just go back to sit on my hands for a second because it looks like it's going to flush this. Boy, look at ES. ES is crushing. Yep. Midpoint of 30 minutes right here. You guys, Bob, you got in short, didn't you? Oh, Willie C, you got it? That was probably, ES is probably the better trade on the failure to hold that. It looked like it was going to reclaim here and go. Boy, NVIDIA just looks so bad. I hear a baby crying. I apologize, but what do you want me to do? 2 weeks old. I really want to get in a short, but I feel like I'm chasing out on a short the hole. This looks like it's just going to come unglued. That's an ugly candle. And the follow through. 15 minute. Lose this area, just tank. Look at that, held right on the outer view. This is an outer view up band, right in the midpoint of the 30-minute orb. This question is, where do you short a pop? Do you try to long this back up? Like, what do you do? Sit here and do nothing. I'm still green from Sunday night's trade, but red this morning. I would be break even basically if I had held that first short. $140, I know, is a level that Rizzo had on NQ. This just looks like trash. This just looks like it's going to the gulag. If you re-short up here. I just can't do anything here. I don't have anything to go off of. This looks like it's just going to crush. But it just, I mean, big move down. Is there any relief bounce? The sellers are super strong today. That's the one thing I've noticed. I can't do anything right here. They're selling into this hard price action wise, but I don't really have anything to go off of down here. Delta's moving higher.
I grabbed a short in video. For a little bit.
Boy, I'm looking everywhere, and KB, this may be the best trade of the day right here. I'm looking at some other stuff. I'm looking at the net delta and some of the stuff over here. I just don't. Yeah, I think. Is that the pop to short? That looks like the short. Cliff's trying the long. That 200 level is probably my biggest area of interest up here. 200, this 140s, and down here would be like 100 down to 80, 82. I think it's probably a short. I don't have to force anything. That's the beautiful thing of this.
Tempest.
I wonder what the screener looks like on here. A lot of neutral, some bearish. A decent amount of bullish. I mean, when you have price action and like probabilities stacked against each other, yeah, I look across the board and it looks like little bear flags. Tesla's about to break down. Microsoft's about to hit VWAP. Broadcom new high. And Nvidia kind of looks like a bear flag. Apple's trying to get a little relief bounce. Very choppy looking. I think it's probably a short. I'm gonna do a lot of sitting and watching today. Yeah, Cliff. Yeah, I see you, Cliff. Well, if it would have just went and swept that IB high up here earlier, then we could have flipped short. That probably would have been the easiest trade of the day. If you get short here, what? You're still risking like 40 points. You almost got to size down. And you're trying to get about 40 points down to 102. Maybe this tweezer here at 82. Do you get this again? It looks like, I mean, the sellers are just so strong. You had some short covering, but all this, the sellers just kept coming in, especially on ES. ES is the one that, to me, is even weaker. Well, this looks like it's going to crater, doesn't it? Do I scalp a short into the outer VWAP band? That's trouble. I should have got in. I should have got in. That's what's so tough, Cliff. Like, that's why I said like the risk to reward is very tough today. right under the 50-day. Kitty, right here.
Starts around 562,
Looks like a look above and fell the 50-day right now, doesn't it? Well, if we really want to get nasty on the short cliff, like, yeah, I've got 820s. I don't think we get that today. I mean, how much further is that down? That's a long way. We're already down 1.4. And I don't think we're going to get almost 3% down day. See if we get a 2% down day. It's like right there. 2300 is a 2% down day. That's I don't know. We should break one side or the other of the IP. And we're sitting right below the midpoint right now, so pick your poison. Midpoint right here. Which side's it gonna be? Based on price action, I would think the low side. Look, yes, you probably have a better risk reward to try to take the low. Maybe that's where we need to go short. Thirty-minute orb. Support to resistance, maybe. That opening candle was bullish, but bearish previous day's range. We did exceed the ADR at the low. Looks like it could get really choppy. I want to short this thing so bad, but I just don't like the risk reward.
¿A poco? ¿Serio? ¿Ya lo miras?
I would love for this thing to pick up and just not be slow. Come on, crush it. Make a move, do something. Does it hold on this 121? Yes, doesn't really have anything to hold right here. Come on down. Come on down, Bob. I think you'll love it. Right on this outer VWAP band, does not want to let go. It's like every pop gets sold into right now. Come on. Come on, crush it. Here we go, Cliff. Come on. It's really interesting, Cliff, because it's like it's not rugging hard, but it's not like every pop gets sold into. And now you have this pre-market area to deal with. How does SPY not break the orb low at this point? I'm hoping it just accelerates, rips the band-aid off here. Even though I'm not in it. I want to rip off the band-aid. Come on, rip that band-aid off. Boy.
Yeah, nothing when we drop there.
Goes in the video is gonna make a new low here. Google new low. Apple's about to do it. Amazon. Oof. Slow drip. Oh, you got those cells? Wow. You got in cells up here. 200 points right there. Nice. Is it Chihi? Chichi? I don't know how to pronounce that, but fantastic job.
Yes. Googly driller. New low then quick video.
Google's drilling. Tesla's drilling. This looks like it's going to speed up. As soon as I say that, is when it normally bounces. Where's NVIDIA on the daily? Good Lord. Oh. Yeah, does NVIDIA just get down here to 165? Or does it hold like right here at 168? Oh, this looks ugly. This looks awfully ugly, guys. Yeah, so you had profit taking and then shorts came right back into the market. That's what I see. NVIDIA at 165 is a buy? That's interesting. I don't know where I would buy NVIDIA. 150s maybe? If you're going to keep buying NVIDIA and you're holding long term, like, yeah, probably 165, but yes, about to do it. Rip the band-aid off. Come on, do it. Break that IB low, though. The rest of the day looks really bad on the S&P. Where does this even go from here? Eesh, eesh, eesh. This is where all those candles closed this morning on QQQ. This should break. There's no way. No way they hold it in. 1 p.m. Central, 2 Eastern. But he did announce a while ago that he's talking about Space Force, so... He always goes off subject. I'm sure he'll address his health, people talking about his health or whatever. I want to short this again, but yeah, what are you short against? This may be what you guys are seeing me do. Maybe a lot of what I end up doing today. Maybe later in the day, we get a big move somewhere. I can scalp off of it or reclaim or something. Yeah, so nothing, Cliff. Like that's the correct answer here. There's nothing. There's just rumors going on. People saw a picture with like a bruise in the back of his hand, and then like this weekend, since people didn't hear from him much, people were like just like started speculating, right? Which sometimes speculation is all you need to scare short term a market, but this looks like it's going to bounce here. Where does it bounce to? That's the question. The bounces can be so violent on a day like today. It's tough. I mean, there's not enough momentum to short. You want to short the whole. Yeah, bought up right off of all these pre-market candle closes. You just moved a long way down. You probably have to track your way back up here and get sellers to cut in. Or do they just do it now? 2 green candles in a row. I mean, like 2 candles and then a boom. Do you get that same thing here? Probably short the green candle here in the trend. But yeah, there's no cliff. There's no like nothing confirmed at all. Yeah, that's looking like the short again. Yeah, I think you short it. Does the S just come down here and bounce? It looks like they're just shorting everything today. They're right at my 2 hours. I think you're going to get this IB break here on SPY. Surely they take out this low. No confluence along it. It's really tough to short down here. Probably going to be sitting on my hands a lot today. Maybe wait for the back half of the day to see if something changes here. We have lunch in, what, 30 minutes? So, all right, guys. Well, we'll see if this IB low breaks. Obviously, that will give us some bearish statistics. We should break one side or the other. If I had to guess, obviously, probably going to break this one. Maybe bounce then. QQQ should break one as well. One or the other. Probably down here. Maybe just if I was a betting man. Price action. Every pop's getting sold into. You had some short covering in the morning, and then this came down, and like this got sold into. This is getting sold into. So we probably accelerate to the downside. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I don't have any. I really don't have any like good confluence to take a trade here. I'll probably have to wait till the back half of the day. I will be on Spaces and in Discord, of course. Probably price action data telling me two different things. I don't really want to fight it too much either. So previous day's low was broken. We didn't come back and touch it. That's interesting. That's kind of today's an outside of the norm day, right? Big gap down. Not probably going to fill that gap. Who knows when you start to fill it? But we'll see. All right, guys, I got to get out of here because I got some other things coming up on my schedule. But I don't know. Hate ending a stream with the red trade, but it's all right. I took one red trade. Had a trade on Sunday night to offset it. We'll find something throughout the day, I'm sure. I'll keep it light though. I always go super light on this. When the VIX is up this high, you don't have to be heavy. I'm sure I'll be on diaper duty at some point too. So I've got that going on. A lot of things moving around here. So, all right, guys. Appreciate everyone. We'll catch you guys Thursday. Today's Tuesday, right? Thursday morning. Same thing. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. Big shout out to everyone in the chat, of course. Cliff and Bob, Izzy holding it down with me. Willie C. KB was in here for a while. Had to go off to work. I saw a lot of you in here earlier as well. My man Vladimir. BK was in here. Monica was in here earlier. Big shout out to all you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully we'll have some more live streams coming. Not just Edgeful, but I know we have plenty of Edgeful ones, but hopefully some things in the works for some more live stream stuff for traders. So Chili, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but either way, Chili looks like chili on my screen because I have to look close to say Jay. But appreciate you, appreciate everyone. Y'all be safe today. Don't do anything dumb. Easy day to blow up an account trying to short into the lows or pick a low. Like either way, I think you're tough. There's your break. There's your IV break. So bearish. I'm sorry. Mostly bearish data the rest of the day. Not a good look. All right, guys. I'm out. See you guys on Thursday morning or on Spaces, Discord, wherever.